Hey, welcome back to AxeCard for another Master Set overview / review. Today we're going to do the Hidden Fates expansion, which is brand new out today and is pretty awesome. It's one of the most fun I've had opening an expansion in quite some time because of the Shiny Vault. So there are 94 secret rares, most of which look pretty amazing. We're going to start with the regular set. So the base set of it is 68 cards, which is kind of small, similar to what we've had in recent sets, Dragon Majesty, Shining Legends, and the same generations. But there are a lot of GXs in here as well. On our first page, we do have a Pinsir and a Charizard GX for our first GXs in the set. Moving on, we do have Starmie as a GX, which is kind of cool to see, and Gyarados. There are only 3 rare holos of Pokemon in the set. Vaporeon is one of them. The second of which is on the next page, which is that Zapdos. The Raichu is pretty awesome looking as well. Mewtwo also has a GX in this set, and Onix, which is kind of cool to see the big guy with his own GX card. Probably the most, impressive looking GX is the tag team. It's the only tag team in the set, which is the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. But more of that as we keep going, and you'll soon see why. The last rare holo in the set is my favorite for obvious reasons. It is Eevee. There is Voltorb and other Pokemon. There's a Grimer and stuff in the background. He looks pretty awesome. And there also is a regular non-holo common Eevee. Then we get on into the trainers. So reprints of some pretty popular trainers from recent sets, as well as some new ones. There are 3 trainer rare holos as well. So we get an Erica's Hospitality also, which we saw in Team Up as a rare holo. This time it's just a regular rare. Brock's Training is the first trainer rare holo. And then we have Jesse and James as well. And the third trainer rare holo and last is Misty's Water Command. So this is our final page for the regular set, and like I was saying with the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno, there are 3 versions of it in the set. There is a full art for it, along with Giovanni's Exile and Jesse and James. There are only 3 full arts in the set, and then there's a single secret rare in the base set, number 69 of 68, which is the Rainbow Rare version of the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. Now on to the reverses. I'll go through the reverses pretty quickly as usual. So the reverses are only 56 because there are 13 either full arts or GXs in the set, which of course does not have, they don't have reverses for it. Just as a FYI, the hardest reverse I found to pull by far was that Eevee, which I liked. So the reverse of the rare holo Eevee, which is this guy here in the top. Really did not get too many of those guys, and I'm thinking that's by design. Last couple pages for the reverse of the trainers, and we have our reverse Pokemon Center Lady and reverse Sabrina's Suggestion. Now, on to the cool stuff while you're probably here, which is the Shiny Vault cards. So it starts out with the first 45 being just non-GX Pokemon in a usual layout: grass, fire, water, etc. The Scyther was really popular, as was the Wimpod, and Charmander, of course, looks pretty awesome. The Charmeleon does as well, as does the... I mean, they all look good. I mean, the holo effect on them are amazing. I really like the shiny Voltorb, looks pretty good. The Malamar was a popular one as well for obvious reasons, because it's a reprint of the Forbidden Light Malamar, as was Inkay. Moving right along, there are quite a few Ultra Beasts in the shiny vault as well. Buzzwole and Guzzlord on this page was pretty good. I do like that Riolu. The shiny version of him is pretty amazing. Moving on to continue with our metal and then go into the fairy. There is a full evolution for Magnezone in the shiny vault versions. And we do get a couple more Ultra Beasts, Celesteela and Kartana. Ralts and Kirli, of course, Gardevoir is here as well as a GX, which we'll get to in a little bit. This is the last page of these. This, of course, for obvious reason, has been the best-selling and most expensive of these ones, the Eevee. The shiny Eevee. The Oranguru is pretty wild looking as well, and our type Null. So that's the first 45 of the shiny vault. Now on to the really cool cards. There are many evolutions in here. Leafeon is the first one we see. We do have a Decidueye GX and a Golisopod. This Charizard is the most expensive card in the set by far, and for obvious reason. The shiny Charizard, I got pretty lucky with pulls of those. We got quite a few of them, but it's pretty. The Ho-Oh is well looking as well. The Alolan Ninetales also is a pretty tough one to pull, but we got lucky with those guys. And our Articuno. A couple more evolutions here. We did get the Glaceon GX and the Espeon. Espeon just looks wild. I love the shiny Espeon. Mewtwo as well, with a similar green to the Espeon, and Bayonet, and a couple more Ultra Beasts to round out that page. The Lucario is pretty boss as well as the Buzzwole. I love the pose. The two different Lycanroc forms. Umbreon as well. It's pretty cool looking. Shiny Umbreon, the Darkrai. Guzzlord, another Ultra Beast, and then Scizor. And then the last of the shiny GXs, there's the Kartana and the Stakataka for the last Ultra Beast. The Gardevoir is pretty well looking, like I was saying. We did have the Ralts and the Kirlia earlier. Oh no, there is a Sylveon. I forgot there's a Sylveon evolution, which is the last evolution we have in GX form. And then we have Altaria, Noivern, Silvally, and Drampa as the final of these GXs, these versions of GXs anyway. Then on to the full art trainers, the Aether Foundation employee. These were really difficult to pull. We opened over 1,800 packs, and some of these only one we got. And that leads me to the next page, which is the only sore spot I have with this entire expansion. Like I was saying, 1,800 packs, and we did not pull a Shrine of Punishment, which is the 90th card in the set. I'll get it. I'll have to pick it up from a seller on eBay, but still, I'll support a brother for that one. Fisherman, surprisingly, was the hardest trainer to pull. Only got one of those guys as well. So if you're wondering why these trainers are so expensive, they are crazy rare within the game. If you pull one, you are lucky. Same thing with these gold cards. Aether Paradise Conservation Area, Brooklet Hill, and Mount Coronet. Only pulled one each of those guys from over 1,800 packs, which is pretty ridiculous. And on to the last and arguably coolest page, which is our Island Guardians gold cards. These are the only gold GX cards from the Japanese version of the set. There were others, Solgaleo, Lunala, and stuff, but they have pulled those for releases later on this year. So in this set, these are the only four we get: Tapu Bulu, Tapu Fini, Tapu Koko, and Tapu Lele. Really cool looking. The only nit I have is if they kind of differentiate the colors of Tapu Bulu and Tapu Koko, but that is just a nit. I hope you enjoyed. As always, we try and put up one of these sets on release day, and that Shrine of Punishment is ticking me off, but I will pick it up here shortly. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing for all new English releases. See you guys with our next video.